Previously on Snowskate and things.
Let's go.
And in today's episode, we're changing some things a little bit. I put Prism grip on my Ambition Snowskate, my Ambition jib, and it will give me a lot more grip. I also picked up some Vans MTE 2s. These shoes have some pretty good grip. They're kind of made for snow skating. They have a little bit of insulation. They're not very boot-like. They're kind of a cross between like a hiking boot and a skate shoe. They still have good board feel, but some ankle protection as well. And I'm really already liking them for snow skating. And so here we're seeing my first session with this combination of new stuff. Got some front boards that I was pretty happy with just to kind of warm up and get the feel of things. Then I wanted to get that front board with a shove out again, just because I think that's a trick that I should try to have kind of on lock so that I can do that when I want to. I got a few on this day. They weren't as clean as I would like, but still pretty happy to get a few. So after I got that one that was pretty clean, I decided I would shove extra hard and see if I could get the board to spin 270. And sometimes I could get the board to spin, sometimes it would spin and flip even in really weird ways. I didn't scoop this one enough, and I actually got a really clean version of the trick I was doing before with just a regular shove out. Here I got a landing with both feet on the board, but I slipped right out. I was getting closer, starting to get a little bit more of it at a time. But this 270 shove out became quite the battle. It took a lot of tries to actually get to this point here, where I finally slide away with one that I'm calling a make. I think my toes were down a little, but I'm going to have to take this one. And at the end of the session, you can see that I had a lot of snow and ice that gathers on the snow skate, but with that Prism grip, I still had plenty of grip and it felt great. So if you're a snow skater and you haven't tried Prism grip yet, I highly advise it. This next day, I was just in the mood to try a couple of things after I got home from work. I only had like 10 minutes, and I was like, you know what? Let's work on some heel flips a little bit. And I'm glad I did. Started to get a little bit more pop, getting the board actually up off the ground, and really happy with how a couple of these came out. So then in another session, we're back to the rail, and I started my day again with that front board shove out and got one pretty quickly today. So that was really nice, felt good. Then I was just playing with front board again, and I got a front board to fakie, which I don't do very often anymore. I've gotten so much better at front board to regular. And that was a nice little backboard with a front shove out, which I was really happy about. And finally, we're going to head into some new territory here. I've never done a trick up onto a rail like a shove it. So today I'm working on pop shove it up onto the rail. When I started trying this, I had it in my head that I was going to do sort of a big spin motion. I was going to spin the board to have it lock into a front board, and my body would go into a front board. So I guess it would have been kind of a big spin in. But I realized that my feet kind of naturally wanted to go to the rail, and that's why I say that now it's a pop shove it and going for a 50-50 here. And I was incredibly surprised because it didn't take nearly as many tries as I thought when I finally get there.
No freaking way. Let's go. Let's go.
So here we are again at one of these moments where I am completely surprised that I was able to do the trick that I was going for. And so as always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.